I developed eczema back in 2020, and this is what my flare-ups used to look like. Yeah. Since then, I've had to completely change my skincare routine, some of which includes making my own soap. And because I work on a farm and have access to goats, I make goat milk soap. While I know this isn't necessarily an option for everybody, I'm going to walk you through the steps of how I make my soap, and I'll include options in case you don't have access to goat milk. Your first step is just going to be deciding between working with milk or water. If you do have access to goat milk, it will have to be frozen. Then we'll weigh out our lye, or sodium hydroxide, and you can use a lye calculator online to help you figure out how much to use. If you're working with milk, you'll need to put it into an ice bath, but if you're using water instead, this part is not necessary. You'll then add the lye to the frozen goat milk or the water. Then we stir and stir and keep stirring until this is what you're working with. And now it's time to work with our oils. My base recipe includes olive oil, shea butter, and coconut oil. Then you'll carefully pour your lye mixture into your oils. I like to work with a strainer just because when I'm working with milk, sometimes things get a little thick. Again, if you're working with milk, just be patient and work your mixture through the strainer. And now we just use our stick blender to mix thoroughly. Once everything is blended, it should be pretty workable and at a pretty runny consistency. And the last step in soap making is just pouring your batter into a mold of your choice. I like to use silicone molds, which I buy from Amazon, but you can use literally anything that will contain your batter. Even something like an empty Pringles can will work. Once the batter is poured, just wait about 24 hours to cut, and then you can use your soap after a cure time of 4 to 6 weeks.